Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Sportscaster Dan podcast. And here we go again, my NFL predictions for this NFL Division Week round of the playoffs. Let's look, first of all, at my last week results, my predictions last week for Wild Card Weekend. I was 6 for 6 as far as picking outright winners. 6 for 6, that's not bad. Let's run them down individually. I had San Francisco beating Seattle, and San Francisco did win 41-23. I said they would cover. San Francisco was a 9.5-point favorite, and they did cover. They won by 18 points. I had the under in that game. That's where I was wrong, as the over came in. The over-under was 42, and San Francisco won that game 41-23. Jacksonville, Los Angeles, I had the Jags winning that game. They were 2.5-point underdogs. I also had the over in that game, and the over did come through as Jacksonville defeated the Chargers 31-30, Chargers blowing a 27-0 lead. Unbelievable. Bills in Miami, I had the Bills winning. The Bills were favored. I had them covering. They did not cover as they were the overwhelming favorites, 13.5-point favorites, and the final was 34-31 Buffalo over Miami. That was a wild game. I also had the over in that game. The over came through. The over-under was 43.5, and the Bills won 34-31. Giants and the Vikings, I had the Giants winning that game. They were the underdogs. I think they were 2.5-point underdogs. Anyway, I have the Giants winning that game. I also picked the under. The over-under was 48, and the over came in. The Giants won 31-24. Bengals and the Ravens, and the Bengals, I picked them to win, and they were 9.5-point favorites, and they won 24-17. So they did not cover. The over-under in that game was 40.5. I had the under, and I just missed. Total of 41 points scored in that game. The Bengals won 24-17. And then the Cowboys against the Tampa Bay Bucks. I had the Cowboys winning, and of course they were the favorites in that game. They covered. And also, I had the under in that game. I was right there. The over was 45.5. A total of 45 points were scored in the game as the Cowboys won 31-14. So I was 6 for 6 as far as picking the outright winners were concerned. Now, here we are. I'm putting this podcast together on Friday, January 20th, and the odds are coming from Vegas. And so they could change a little bit before the games are played tomorrow and on Sunday. But here are my picks, beginning with the first game on Saturday afternoon, 4:30 p.m. on NBC, Jacksonville at Kansas City. Kansas City is favored by 9 points. Now, I know a lot of people are saying that Jacksonville will lose, but that Kansas City will not cover. I am not among them. Kansas City will beat Jacksonville. As of this recording, Kansas City is a 9-point favorite, and the Chiefs will cover. The over-under in this game is 52.5 points. I am predicting the over in this game. The night game, 8:15 kickoff on Fox, Giants at Eagles. This pains me because I'm a Giants fan, but I have to go with my head here. Some would say that's always a mistake, rather than my heart. The Eagles are 7.5-point favorites. The Eagles will win. They will not cover. The over-under in this game is 48. I am going with the under. Sunday games, Cincinnati at Buffalo. The first game at 3 o'clock on CBS. Buffalo is a 5.5-point favorite. I am picking the Buffalo Bills to win. They will not cover. The over-under in this game is 49. The over will come through. And then the final game at 6:30, Dallas at San Francisco. And the Niners are 4-point favorites in this game. 6:30 p.m. kickoff on Fox. I am picking the Cowboys to win. The over-under in this game is 46.5. I am going with the under. So here we go, a quick wrap-up. Jacksonville at Kansas City. Kansas City a 9-point favorite. Kansas City will win. They will cover. I am going with the over under 52.5 points. Giants at Philadelphia. That's the night game. Eagles are 7.5-point favorites. The Eagles will win. They will not cover. The over-under is 48. I'm going with the under. Cincinnati at Buffalo, and the Buffalo Bills are favored by 5.5 points. The Bills will win. They will not cover. The over-under is 49. I'm going with the over. And finally, Dallas at San Francisco, and the 49ers are 4-point favorites. I am going with the Cowboys. The over-under is 46.5 points. I am going with the under. We will see how we make out. I was lucky last week as far as picking the overall winners, 6 out of 6. And there you have it, the Sportscaster Dan podcast. You can access it in all of the major podcast directories. Also go to sportscasterdan.com, where not only can you listen to the podcast, but you could sign up for my weekly Sportscaster Dan newsletter. Again, that's sportscasterdan.com. Enjoy the games, everybody.